Hey there friends, how's it going? Hopefully well. My name is Rabbit and welcome to episode number 101 of Let's Blindly Play Through Romancing SaGa Minstrel Song on the PlayStation 2. We are currently making our way through Mirsaberg Castle. We were chilling here in the Great Hall just because I'm a scrub and I have a horrible sense of humor and thought that would be a great way to end our last episode, but really we are still just trying to find Theodore or his body double or whatever it is that is awaiting us. So I think we've looked at everything here on floor 1, pretty sure. So let's go ahead and ascend to floor number 2. And like I was kind of mentioning in our last episode, I don't know if we're going to find Theodore necessarily. Maybe we'll just be listening in on a conversation that will kind of explain a little bit better what's going on. And oh my gosh, this zombie dragon was very difficult to deal with. So we're gonna kill all of the little side dudes first, just to minimize damage that we're taking. Oh my goodness, and then once it's just him, we should be able to have all 5 folks just go fully in and dish out those mad deeds. But look at that, whew! This is not the total cakewalk I was expecting. We're also a little low on LP. I mean, low is really misleading to say. We're not technically low on LP, but we do have some folks missing it, as you can see in that left-hand side there. Diana dropped 1, Miriam lost 1, John and Gray both lost 2 in our previous episode, and Claudia lost 1. So we're still doing okay, but I need to be mindful as we're moving through this castle of what I'm doing and how I'm tackling some of these encounters, because it's not looking good, y'all. It is not looking super great. Now, John, why don't we see? I want to try to get something executed. Can we possibly? Does this stun? Sometimes stuns. We'll give it a whirl. We'll see what happens. I don't know what he's going to be most susceptible to. Maybe cosmology, because it's technically light magic, but sadly, she does not know that. So instead, let's try Wave of Life and just see what it does. And we'll do another cutting lunge, because we've had some decent success with Diana picking up abilities. So we're going to try to keep this move. Oh, suplex. And it's stunned. Does suplex have a chance of stunning? And oh my gosh, Wave of Life got the job done. Hold on, we got to check this out. So suplex, pick up the enemy and slam him into the ground. Sometimes stuns. Hey, John, you can suplex me anytime. We'll just try it again. We'll do Wave of Life again. It only costs 3. So definitely a good one for us to just kind of spam here for focusing down one enemy. And yeah, that went much better than I think it was our last episode when we fought that thing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And that was where 2 people died. So let's not have a repeat of that. Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness. Why don't we start from the very back and then we'll work our way forward, if that makes any sense. Because it looked like that hallway we were just peering down also goes up. So I don't know if we need to be making our way to the 3rd floor or if what we're looking for.
Well, on this one.
Well, it wouldn't be in the basement because we went down and there was only one spot. What was it, the dungeon or the prison? And there was like one room and we could not get in there. So I think we're doing what we need to, but you know, no promises. You guys know I'm just picking and choosing as we go and as things get presented to us. And hopefully I'm making the right calls, but it's very possible that I am far from making the right calls. All right, Miriam, that shockwave is a little late. And maybe this was overkill for that one zombie. But oh yeah, you guys are nothing. I will see all of you jokers later. John, I really need you to be learning something on this. It's got such great power. It would be amazing if we could dish out some mad deeps using Yukom's tridents. Otherwise, it's just a pretty little staff that you're carrying around and not doing anything with. All right, I see you, mister. I see you, but still get wrecked. Okay, we got some gold for that. Not quite what I'm needing or looking for, but we'll take it. All right, camera, hurry up. I want to see. Okay. So yeah, I think that's going to be a good plan because that first hallway did look like it led upstairs. Oh God. This is probably not where I need it to be, and I don't see... whatever, you guys. Oh, Only 3? I was hoping for a quadruple chain. We will see some better prizes from getting those chain links. And if we're already in the room, it really doesn't hurt to just go ahead and try to get all of those battles strung together one after another. Let's see what awaits us. Sometimes when you get the chain battles, and this is something that does confuse me, so I'm hoping the little brigade brats will explain this with a bit more detail as we go. But sometimes the 3rd or 4th fight, when you have those chain battles, is really hard. It's like the confrontations become increasingly more challenging, and the enemies are more difficult as you go through. It's like fight 1 is okay, fight 2, meh, then fight 3, it's like, oh baby, this is mini-boss status. But then sometimes that's not the case, and they're easy the whole way through. This might be a good example. I don't think we've seen Nut, because I feel like I've made fun of this name before, because I'm so mature. And we have not encountered the whites too much. So maybe this is an example of what I'm talking about, where it kind of got increasingly more challenging. Well, challenging is in air quotes, because these aren't too bad. None of them, I think, are too bad. All right, let's get rid of Jam. I kind of want to... I don't know where we should be focusing our efforts. Let's double down into Jam and Nuts. And if we can kill 2 of them, then we'll only have the other 2 standing. What? No. No dancing is allowed, mister. We're here on a mission. This isn't the club. Get it out of here. Gray, why didn't you block? That would have been the perfect time to whip out that shield. Okay, so actually these ones aren't bad at all. We'll get rid of the whites, however, because I'm expecting a lot of BS coming out of him. We'll do double vertical as well for you, Diana. We'll give everyone like a reset round, get that BP flowing and going. Oh my god, he's still alive? Woo! That's not cool, even in the slightest. Okay, well, I am eating my words. I was just saying, well, this is not that bad. But yeah, okay. We're not doing this. Oh, because Gray now only has 8. I'm not loving this, y'all. Not loving this. You also know Moonbeam. Just put it on Claudia. I think we have to kill this white. He's just going to wreck our team if we don't. So, please, kill him. Let's get heals out. Oh, God. Well, 2 people down and not getting anything for that. Not the best outcome, but it's okay. Claudia at least has, LP left, right, all over the place, in the sky, underground. She's sitting pretty. It's Gray that I'm particularly concerned about. So I need to watch my buns and not let that go down again. Oh my gosh. The crystallites are old news, however. So this will be a nice way for me to feel good about myself again, because that was leaving me a little ashamed. Come on, team. We're better than this. No need to get dragged by that white, but that was my mistake too, thinking about it. I was debating whether the white or the nut is what I should have focused on. Why did they name it Nut? You guys, come on. This is not just me being immature. They knew what they were doing with this name. Why would you ever name anything Nut? Like, that's not even a good name for your dog. Or if you have a parrot, I guess you could name it Nut. They like nuts, right? But even still, I'm not going to be able to address your animal or whatever as Nuts with the straight face. I'm sorry. I just cannot. So, if you want to invite me to your house and introduce me to anything, give it a normal name. Oh, what is this? I can't get into that. I wonder if that was a room that I could previously access. Maybe that's where Theodore's room is, but I couldn't. Hold on, let me try again, because I'm going to be second guessing myself if I don't. I wonder, do I need a key? I can't even see because the camera won't let me fully rotate, but there was nothing coming up to indicate that I could unlock it or mess with it in any way, shape, or form. So This is where, this was the hall, correct? And then this takes us back downstairs? All right. So actually we could have just gone this way in the first place, avoided all of those fights. Oh my gosh. More of you? I'm just looking for treasure. Why? Goblin Knights aren't bad? Question mark? I don't think they are. We'll see. Shockwave is making short work of at least the easy peasy foes. Anyway, how are you guys doing? It looks like we will be dungeon crawling for a while. I don't even recall how many floors are here in Mirsaberg Castle, but I wouldn't be surprised if there are 3, maybe 4. Well, I guess technically, if you include the basement. Wow, really, John? Nice miss. So if we have the basement plus 3 normal floors, we'll probably be here for at least another episode. And then I'm guessing in 102, everyone's HP is okay. We'll go back through. Oh no! Miriam! It's fine. We're not gonna panic. We are not gonna panic. We're just gonna recharge. What you got? Don't kill anybody! But yes, as I was starting to say, I'm guessing we'll probably be here for another episode unless we find where we need to go shortly. Okay. That shield is getting a little old. I guess I shouldn't be mad about it because I love it and lose my mind when my team whips out the shield. But oh my gosh, feels pretty bad when you're on the receiving end of that bullcrap. Oh, I think you'll be okay, Diana. We're just gonna, we're gonna go through with this. We'll rough and tumble it, and you should be fine. Look at that. No need to even worry about heals. Gets our strength. Huh. Claudia and Gray, they didn't get any stats from that, correct? Interesting, because I feel they missed out since I did not even see a zombie there. What on earth? Oh, you? No, we're not playing these games. You've got to go. I'm pretty sure I can't physically attack the ghosts, right? Or I might say that all the time and then it's really not an issue and I can attack them unless they do an ability. I don't know. But he's definitely about to get wrecked. Yeah, it looks like physical damage doesn't do a whole lot to them. But this should take him out. See ya! I will take my dead stone, thank you, and have a good day. Side note, I feel like the dead stones are not the best for tempering. So I'm sure some of you that are just veterans of this game and you know it in and out, and my goodness, you could probably write guides about it while I'm still sitting over here trying to figure out how to handle even basic inventory management. And yep, 3 floors plus a basement. That's what I was thinking was here, but you know, I never fully remember, and I don't think we explored, I don't think so anyway, that we really got all into, oh, whatever, we'll just use this, we'll get our shockwave off, and then you can look at Jam B. I'm pretty sure the first time we were here, I didn't take the time to go through everything, just because, like thinking back on the palace in Melvier, so many of the rooms were blocked off, there really was no value to me running around. That is, except for the quest, that pirate invasion quest, when there were rooms that undoubtedly were open and I just didn't take the time to go through them. So, I'm making sure I don't make that mistake this time, but even still, I did not know for sure just how big this was going to be, but it looks like it's about what I was anticipating. Anyway, I hope you guys are all doing well. I was sharing in our previous, we could probably focus Infernal Condor as well, and this should kill both of these guys. I'll be surprised if either one of them is left standing after this. And they are not, as I expected. So I was sharing in our last episode that things are kind of getting hot and heavy with the whole COVID-19 ordeal and me being an essential worker, being in healthcare and patient care. Okay, I was confused for a second. It was showing Mirsaberg Castle, floor 2. I'm like, wait a minute, and I just ascended to floor 3, but it was showing me where the stairs would take me, so no need for me to be too confused.
No matter how great.
I don't think the spirit tree's that bad anymore, but we're still gonna set our sights on these other dudes, because I don't like the faces, and they have historically caused me some issues, so we're just gonna get rid of them. I think that's more than likely the way to always tackle this, just wipe them out. And then we'll save the big boy to be our solo dolo focus for round 2. What does that do? Oh, did it paralyze her? I wish there was an indicator. So like when we're in this screen and you can see everybody's name listed. I wish there was either an icon that showed up to the left or right of the name or something that could kind of highlight what exactly it is that they were afflicted with. So let's see, we'll do another double stab. Yeah, I don't think Diana's gonna be able to go, but I'm not sure why. It looks like it's paralysis, I'm guessing. That's usually what that little animation indicates, at least it has in other RPGs that I've played, but you know, they're also different. Who knows what that status effect actually is. Okay, so I was sharing with you guys in our last episode, COVID-19 getting hot and heavy in the United States, and me being an essential worker in healthcare has made it an exhausting couple of days, and I think the upcoming weeks are going to be not bad. I feel guilty about using that type of terminology to describe this because it makes it seem like I'm somehow suffering when I really am not. Oh, that's full of question marks. I'm not sure what that's going to be. That might be where we need to go. So hold on. Let's look in this other pathway first, just to rule out anything. Because if there is going to be like a boss fight or something going down, I don't want it to then kick us out of the castle and me then not be able to fully look through everything. And we're on the last floor, so let's just take the 2 or 3 minutes that it's going to take to run down here and see what's in this other section. But anyway, so I feel guilty using words like, oh, bad or rough or terrible to describe my experience because I am healthy and I'm well, and Theodore's so that is where we'll need to go. Okay, so we'll hit up the question mark room first. But like, I'm fine. You know, I have nothing specific that I need to complete. Oh, there is a chest in here. Whatever, we'll kill them first, collect our treasure, then we'll go straight to Theodore's chambers.
Why don't we work this out?
I
No?
am doing well. Andrew's well. All of his classes, both those that he was teaching as well as those that let's see. What do we want to do with you? I feel like by the time you do Shockwave, they're going to be gone. Let's just try Pulverizing just to switch it up. You've been using your town sword for a while and not learning anything else. So let's switch back to your spear. They have the same power. Yeah, so I think the Warhammer is really what needs to get upgraded next. So I'll keep that in mind. Okay, Spin Thrust, let's go into Mountain Man. So yeah, Andrew, everything for him, what he's teaching, what he's taking, was switched to online. A lot of the research that he's working on, most of it can be done online. If he has to go to the lab, you know, just take the necessary precautions for going outside like you would if you were going to Walmart or Harps or King Supers or whatever, you know, grocery stores in your area. So he is fine and at very minimal risk. Let's see. Let's do Wave of Life again, and we'll just try Spin Thrust again just to end this on a happy and high and different note. Yeah, he's at a minimal risk for exposure, so he's okay. And I'm fine. I think, as I was sharing with you guys, that honestly, the true people kind of out there at the forefront doing the Lord's work, that would be like a lot of our nursing team and the doctors that are willing to still make house calls, which is not very common, but again, keep in mind, I'm in a rural community, so there are still physicians that are willing to drive and go see some of our elderly folks that, you know, live in the middle of nowhere and they only have like one pickup truck and they just don't have a way to honestly access medical facilities as frequently as they probably need to. So that's kind of nice to see that some of our surrounding communities, like the towns with like 500 and 1,000 people, a lot of physicians have been going out of their way to hold on. We will revisit my combo here in a second. A giant worm? We have not seen a giant worm. What is this? Okay. Armor jellies, y'all got to go because I don't know what this thing is going to do. And I'm really not sure I want to find out. It almost looks like a shark? Am I alone here? Do you guys see this? It's like a hammerhead shark almost. Oh my god, that thing is disgusting. Oh, hold on, Diana. I think we want to look at Jellyby. I'm going to cross my fingers just that nobody else dies. We're actually doing okay. Diana, that's the wrong person. Oh, that's not that bad. Unless he goes like 2 times in a row, then that's going to be an issue. But yeah, so a lot of our doctors have been amazing at making house calls. some of our nursing staff, especially those that do a lot of our hospice care, have been going out. Those that provide palliative care have been going out. Just in general, I've been so impressed with how a lot of people are willing, to be on 24-hour call, because there's a lot that's been going on, and it's just been wild. So I am tired because I've been pulling a lot of daytime hours at the clinic, but I've not had to be on call because, again, like I mentioned to you guys, as important as public health efforts are and health education efforts are, my services right now are not as valued or not as valuable, I think, while things are still actively spreading, as treating patients that are sick. So I think my services are great for prevention and for the research, but I'm not in a research role right now. So since my care and my services primarily are going to patients as well that are coming in, it's just not going to, I'll just say it, I don't think I'm as important as our nursing staff. And that's not to say that what I do doesn't help and it doesn't make a difference, especially for those, again, who are on hospice care, or those who have, extreme things going on, like they have cancer and we're trying to keep some meat on their bones and keep them from wasting away too much. My services are invaluable. But right now, as everybody is, oh my gosh, there's something on the floor. Hold on, we'll look through the whole room. Can I inspect anything else? But yeah, as people are actively coming down with these respiratory symptoms and all this other stuff going on, they don't need my help with eating. They need to be treated.
This mark must show where they're holding Lord Theodore.
Oh, so he was kidnapped. Pagan ruins, the location where the real Theodore is imprisoned, marked on a map discovered in, I think it said Mirsaberg Castle. So now accessible, pagan ruins. I did not click that, by the way. Oh, there is going to be a little fight.
Nobody looks at that map and lives.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have just left it open on the floor. That's like the only thing that you really see when you walk in here, mister. And this shouldn't be bad at all. You guys are old news. A lot of gargoyles, but y'all were boss fights like 50 episodes ago, so get out of my face. So we're not even going to worry about this. We're just going to, I guess we're just going to dive in. Let me get more BP on Diana, because I'd like for her to use her sword and her defense. Oh my god, yeah, this is going to be nothing. It's okay, yeah, I guess to wrap up my thoughts, I am so deeply appreciative of a lot of our nurses, because while a lot of our patients appreciate me and I've made a difference in terms of helping those who are immunocompromised, so that's kind of the team I guess I've been on, more of the prevention staff, so those that are at high risk for contracting the illness, and we need to make sure that they're remaining safe and healthy and well, and all that other stuff is going on, and they just need general education for medications and other services and things that they're going through. Yeah, it's great, and I'm hooking them up and making sure, or trying to make sure, that they don't fall ill. But we have so many people that are already just so sick that education is not really what they need. They need active medical care, and I shouldn't even confess this, I am crushing so hard on one of our male nurses, and it's not even like what you would expect. I know you guys are thinking like, oh, we know, like the young new grad, like 23, RN BSN, probably super cute. We do have a few like new-ish grads, young males, not many at all. Most nurses, at least here, are female, but we do have a couple, like especially my age group and like the generation under me, where there are males that are entering the nursing profession. But this nurse that I'm super in love with, he's 56, so he's an older male nurse. And it's crazy because he's from the Deep South. He talks like he's from the Deep South, like just as country as you could get. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't particularly love Southern accents, even though Andrew's from Arkansas, born and raised. His family's like all within 50 miles of one another, generation after generation. Like they're never gonna leave. Like that's where they will all die. They just love it. Honestly, Andrew and his siblings are kind of like the first group to really say, I've had my fill. I'm not trying to be in Arkansas for my entire life like everyone else is so content to be, which there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if you have a great support system, great sense of community where you are, and you like where you are just in general, regardless of those other things, like don't leave just to make a point. I have made it very clear that especially when we were living in Wisconsin, there were some surrounding communities where if Andrew had already been done with his PhD and had already done all of like his postdoc stuff and was set up to get a nice solid professorship.
Will you be staying with us tonight?
Well, yeah, I need to restore my LP. If Andrew was like all squared away, I would have 100% bought a house in one of the smaller towns that, I don't think I need to say, one of the smaller towns that was close to my work, or my work's headquarters in Wisconsin, because I really loved Wisconsin as a state, and I loved a lot of the towns that were around where I was living. Yeah, I would have happily laid roots in one of those farming communities. Like, I don't know, I love that culture, like small town culture. Anyway, I don't know how I got off on all of that. The point of all of this being, and I guess I can give you more of the deets of how I've just developed such big pulsing hearts for this male nurse. He is something, like deep southern country boy, older gentleman, but like one of our best nurses, and everybody loves him, and a lot of our old ladies even tried to seduce him, but they're like 90 years old. We had one show him her tits. It's crazy, but it cracks me up. Anyway, friends, we will go ahead and part ways here, but do not despair, because when we come back together in episode number 102, we are going to head to the pagan ruins, and it does look like that was the rest of the description for this, that the location where the real Theodore is imprisoned, marked on a map discovered inside Mirsaberg Castle. I did not click when that prompt initially had come up. The game kind of went through it on its own, but we got everything down anyway. So we will hit the ground running in our upcoming episode by heading straight to the pagan ruins. We went ahead, maybe I should have saved. I don't think so. We didn't do that much. You know what? I'll just do a quick save, and then we'll head into the pagan ruins when we kickstart our upcoming episode. But until then, everyone, take care, be good, and I look forward to seeing you in just a moment, where I will share more of the shenanigans that this adorable old nurse gets into. And I feel like, oh my gosh, if I was single, as ridiculous as it sounds, I would try to holler. Like, he just melts my heart. But anyway, I will tell you guys more here in just a bit. See you there.